zone started.
Talk about what's going on at Jones AT&T Stadium. Construction.
All the other bleachers, all the other
New
seats.
large screen, high definition video board.
275 tons above grade, above ground steel structure.
You are looking live at Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas.
Construction starting at Jones AT&T Stadium. Can you give us an update on where that stands?
Good evening and welcome to our historic announcement for Texas Tech Athletics. I'm Senior Associate Athletics Director for External Operations, Robert Giovanetti. So glad you could join us tonight because this is a historic moment in Texas Tech athletic history. Think back with me now, back to October. Let's see how we're building on the momentum of what happened in October when Regent Dustin R. Womble announced the $20 million gift for the Dustin R. Womble football training facility. And then in December, Regent Cody Campbell added $25 million for the Cody Campbell Field at Jones AT&T Stadium in the South End Zone renovation. Well, tonight we are here to announce a historic investment into our football program, a $200 million project. That's the largest investment in Texas Tech athletics history. What will start in November of this year will culminate in the largest contiguous football complex in the country. Tonight we're sharing details of this project. We'll talk to our athletics director, Kirby Hocutt. We'll hear from 3 football student athletes who are very excited about what we're seeing tonight. And of course, we'll talk to head coach Joey Mcguire. None of this happens without you. Our fan base is the best in the country. If you're not already a member of the Red Raider Club, we need you now. If you don't have season tickets, get them now. Again, thank you for all you do. We can't thank you enough. All right, we're ready to get started. When we come back, we'll be joined by Texas Tech Athletics Director Kirby Hocutt. Let's take a line from Coach Mcguire. Let's go.
Red Raider Nation, this is your head football coach, Joey Mcguire, and I need you to get your Texas Tech football season tickets so that we can make Jones AT&T Stadium the loudest, hardest hitting, most intimidating place to play in the country. Season tickets start at just $195. To purchase your season tickets, visit texastech.com or call 806-742-TECH. It's Red Raider football, baby. Let's go.
Welcome back to this very exciting evening here for Texas Tech Athletics. We're now joined by Texas Tech Athletics Director Kirby Hocutt. And Kirby, great to see you. Hope you're having a good summer, and I know it's time for you to normally you'd be relaxing a little bit, but a lot going on right now, right?
Well, Gio, it's an exciting evening for us. We've been working on these plans and this announcement for some time, and yeah, it's been a great summer. And you know, it seems like July always brings with it a new section of conference realignment. And so we're engaged in working on that. And at the same time, looking forward to what's going to be a great fall and new academic year for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Kirby, there's been so many changes in athletics, and this is really a pivotal time, I think, in college athletics. What is your message right now? Where do you see Texas Tech positioned right now?
Well, I see us continuing our trajectory and our path to establishing ourselves as one of the premier college athletic departments and programs in the country. If you look at our success this past year, you know, we were the only team in the Big 12 and only one of 11 in the entire country that went to a bowl game, went to the NCAA men's basketball tournament, went to the NCAA baseball tournament. On top of that, only one of 4 programs that had our men's and women's track and field teams finished in the top 10 of the country. Men's golf had another great year. They went all the way to the final 8 teams playing for the Golf National Championship trophy. So we've got to continue our trajectory. And as we've talked about the last couple of years, we realize that football is the element that we've got to continue to raise to the level of all of our other sports. And this announcement tonight is a big piece of that. We can't do that alone. The Red Raider Nation is going to be there to continue to help us climb and elevate our athletics department, especially our football program. You can't help but get excited when you talk about Joey Mcguire and the energy and the excitement and success on the recruiting trail that he's brought to this program.
We'll have Coach Mcguire on with us in a little bit tonight. Kirby, when you got here, the campaign for Fearless Champions was kind of your vision to really position Texas Tech facility-wise and in everything else when you look at athletic departments, not only in the state but across the country. How important have our donors been for us to get to this point in the campaign?
Well, they've been vital. We would not be where we are without their generosity, their support, their help. And, here we are as we come to the end of the campaign for Fearless Champions. And this is our most important project. This project that we're talking about tonight will be a landmark on our beautiful campus, and it will elevate Texas Tech football to the vision that we have, the level of success that we've experienced before, and that we're determined to get back to. But the Red Raider Nation, the passion that this fan base has, the support that we receive from our fan base, I would put it next to any athletics department program in this country. We're very fortunate to have the Red Raider Nation support, the generosity from all the Red Raider Club members that we enjoy.
Okay, Kirby, so we have teased it long enough. It's now time to unveil the reason we're here for tonight, the new South End Zone and the new Womble football training facility. And so with no further ado, here it is. Here is the first look at the South End Zone. We're going to start with the South End Zone. We're looking straight at it, and I know it was very important to you and a lot of people that were involved in this project to keep some sort of iteration of the Double T scoreboard. That is here, but that's just one piece of a really beautiful facility.
It is, and your attention's automatically drawn to that Double T scoreboard. It's a historic landmark for so many of us. We heard from the Red Raider Nation how important that was. So here you see it. We're trying to make it identical in size, maybe even a little bigger than the current Double T structure that's in the end zone. But looking at the South End Zone project, so excited by what we see here. It's a 4-level facility. It'll be renovated, new team rooms for both the Red Raiders and the visiting teams on the field level. But the field level will also be highlighted by the club that you see, 7,200 square feet. That will be the finest amenities that you'll find in college football, and will also be the space that our team enters the football field for each home football game. They will come out the center of that game day club. There'll be Red Raiders on each side of them, and it will be state of the art. We're also going to have a recruiting space for Coach Mcguire and the program there on the field level space. So will be very unique and very exciting for us to have. The concourse level, we will feature new entry points for our fans, new concessions, new amenities there, as well as the loge and club seating opportunities that will be presented. And then the third level will be our football coaches' office spaces. And the fourth level will be premium suite opportunities. I love the look of this end zone. You see the 2 bell towers. You see the scoreboard elements that will be in the end zone. State of the art, a beautiful South End Zone, I think will really complete Jones AT&T Stadium and will be such a landmark project for our entire campus and community.
Yeah, it's got a couple of new video boards as well. We're going to have a new sound system in the renovated Jones AT&T Stadium. Kirby, you mentioned it. This really completes, when this is done, this completes Jones AT&T Stadium, right? We've seen all kinds of different additions that we've made, but this is really a culmination of a lot of work. And was that part of the reasoning, or what went into the reasoning of saying, hey, let's move away from working just on the FTF and let's do the project really as one big project?
Well, that's a really good question, Robert. And as we step back and we took this opportunity to think grand and to think as big as we could, there was an opportunity that we can connect not only the South End Zone project that overlooks Cody Campbell Field, but also connect that to the Womble Football Center. And as you'll see here in a minute, there's a connector between those two facilities that will be state of the art. It was an opportunity for us to disrupt our football program in the minimal capabilities that we could have, and at the same time to think big, to think aggressive, to think proactively. We've been so fortunate that we've had the generosity of a number of people step forward in transformational ways. Regent Womble, Regent Campbell, as well as others. And their challenge to us was, let's think differently. Let's think grand. Let's be bold, and let's do a project that is going to make a statement, plant a flag, that Texas Tech football is going to continue to be at the front of our investment considerations as an athletics department and as a university, and our determination to return to where we've been in Texas Tech football. We're more determined than we've ever been to get back there, sustain it, and to stay at the top of the Big 12 Conference and then be a player nationally.
And you mentioned it, and we're now looking at it from the east side looking west, where you see the football training facility. You can see the indoor facility there. You can see the Sky Bridge, or whatever we want to call that connects that, which will make this the largest contiguous football facility in the country when you put the stadium, the indoor facility, and the FTF.
We aspire to be the very best, and this is what this project is. You see a brand new Womble Football Center, so we will demo the current football training facility, rebuild it. It'll be a two-story facility that will be as great of a layout and footprint as you'll see in college football, with the practice field location, the adjacencies of the indoor practice facility, and then the connection to the football stadium. What a beautiful plaza we see here in the southeast corner, a gathering spot for Red Raiders, not only on game day, but I think this will be an iconic point of entry for our entire campus when you come through 6th Street right there through that corridor space. You mentioned the connector, Robert. There's so many unique features, as the weeks and months go along, that we'll be able to share with our fan base in greater detail. But really excited about the direction of this project, excited with the timeline of this project. It's going to begin immediately following this football season. We'll begin with demolition of the south end zone immediately after our last home football game this season. So this project is happening. We still are raising dollars for it. We still need the help of Red Raiders throughout the country to help us fund this project. But we're in a position where we're moving forward. This will be a reality, and we could not be more excited about it.
Yeah, you bring up a couple of good points there, and mostly is that, hey, it's going to start. It's going to start when the season is complete, but we still need people's help. But we are at a point right now, thanks to the generous contributions that you mentioned and some others, that we can move forward, and so we will see progress starting in November.
This is, the largest individual capital project in Texas Tech athletics history, approximately a $200 million project. And we've been so fortunate with the generosity and private donations that have come in. There's also a significant revenue stream from the premium spaces that will be associated with this project. But, $200 million investment into Texas Tech football, it's going to elevate our position, our commitment, and ultimately the success that we have each and every season and each and every Saturday that are so special in Lubbock, Texas.
All right, Kirby, we've got 4 renderings to show tonight. We've just shown 2. We'll show 2 more in a little bit with Coach Mcguire. And I know Coach Mcguire's excitement has helped really kind of catapult this project as well. So a lot to look forward to, a lot of really good things happening here at Texas Tech Athletics.
Absolutely. We're going to continue to be progressive. We're going to continue to move forward in each and everything that we do. We're going to continue to win each and every day to be the very best athletics department in this country. And couldn't do it without the Red Raider Nation, the support of everybody through the Red Raider Club. So, we're excited about tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And I know you'll look forward to hearing from Coach Mcguire here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, Kirby. All right. Thank you for taking time. When we come back, though, we're going to talk to 3 student athletes who are as excited about this as anyone. We'll do that coming up.
We've seen the energy. We've seen the enthusiasm. It's time to take it a step further. It's time to turn up the volume, and this Red Raider Nation is ready to do that.
All my life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken.
And a new era has been born here in Lubbock.
If you look at what they've done at home this season, they have not lost, and that city has bought into it.
But this shit doesn't happen anywhere else. Not Duke. Wow. Not Kentucky.
3 from McCullough.
Nowhere else do you see that.
Gray pulls up. Texas Tech wins in Austin.
Chase Young hit it a mile. That ball is long, long gone.
I feel it coming now. It's too late to shut it down. Over the mountain now, burning the valley down.
We will compete on and off the field. We're going to be great student athletes.
Banner on the inside. They did it. That's straight down Broadway. Brooke Cannis.
Red Raider Club members, we need you to dig deep and support Texas Tech student athletes. Not a member? Why not? Let's go!
Okay, we are back. We are so excited. We've already seen some of the renderings of what will be the south end zone and the new football training facility. I know you're excited. You're excited as fans. You're excited as donors. And it's really a great night here at Texas Tech. But the guys that are be most impacted by it, we've got three of them joining us here tonight. We've got Henry Teeter, Taj Brooks, and Jacob Rodriguez. Henry, just early thoughts on what you've seen. I know it's early, but what do you think when you see those drawings?
Just initially, just having seen the first pictures, my mind is just blown at this point, and I think the first thought that popped in my head is the rest of the country is going to be scared when they see these pictures coming out that Texas Tech's headed in a good direction.
That's fascinating. Taj, what were your thoughts?
My thoughts were mind-blowing, just to look at those pictures and just be like, wow, everything's close, everything is formal, everything is just around, and just you can stay in a facility, just stuff, things is that nature.
Jacob?
Yeah, with everything being so close, you want to be there all the time, and then the way everything looks, and it kind of corresponds with the rest of the campus and makes it beautiful.
Hey, when you think about it, I mean, obviously the fans are in the stadium. That's really their only exposure. But you guys, especially in the FTF, that's where you spend all your time. Talk about how much time you do spend in these facilities.
Yeah, all the time. Like in the summer, at least, we're in there, I mean, for hours and hours, and then in the season, it's even more. And so we're kind of spending from whenever we get up in the morning, working out and stuff, all the way until we have to go to dinner, and we're up there.
Taj, what will that do you think, team morale, chemistry, to have a facility like this where everything's kind of together and you guys are together?
I say that build a great bond between us. Just talking with the freshmen that come in and the older guys, just becoming a greater bond and just having fun, talking to those guys, building relationships and just making things that we know we can do in the season.
Henry, I know you guys get involved in the recruiting process. Coach Mcguire, clearly a master recruiter. Right? What does this do in the recruiting game?
I mean, just to any future recruit that's going to be coming and visiting Texas Tech's campus, I mean, it's just going to be another thing that sets apart Texas Tech from every other school really in the country. I think Texas Tech's already on its own, but I think this just visually proves that what we already know.
What's it like? What's it been like with Coach Mcguire and his staff here? How's that been?
Man, just me as an old guy, man, I just feel young again. It's just energy everywhere, and the energy he brought in and his staff brought in is just infectious, and it's just kind of made its way through the whole team, and it's just exciting to be a part of.
As an old guy, do you kind of think, hey, I wish I could find some extra eligibility to be around all this?
Oh, shoot, I might have to reclassify as a freshman or something, or decide to get into coaching. Shoot.
Well, you could, that'd be great, right?
Yeah,
sign you up. Taj, what do you think about just Coach Mcguire, and how's it been since the change?
It's like a young-minded coach, somebody you can go talk to every day. He gonna joke with you, but he gonna tell you things that's right, and just really just being happy, being a true person around him. That's what I like about him, and stuff like that. So,
Jacob, I know fans really feel the excitement with Coach Mcguire. I know we do as a staff. How does this all culminate? You're going to have these great facilities, this coaching staff that's really building something here. What's the future like for Texas Tech football?
It's bright. It's real bright, and I mean everybody's excited. We're all excited. It's the same energy every day, and so with getting all this new stuff, just building.
We've got a lot of our donors watching. A lot of our donors are Red Raider Club members, which pay for your scholarships, help pay for a lot of the things that you get as being a student athlete, your nutrition, strength and conditioning, a lot of the Leadership Academy and those things. Taj, what's your message to those people that have stepped up and donated?
I just want to say thank you, and just thank you for everything you've done for us and Texas Tech football and the whole Texas Tech community, because this basically is just for y'all, and just we're just trying to provide for y'all and just make it a best thing that Texas Tech has had.
Henry, what's your message to the donors?
Obviously, just want to extend our thanks, from everybody on the team and all the coaching staff. Like, we couldn't do what we do without your support, and I guess just what else I'd like to say is just a promise that we're gonna start repaying all your sacrifices with some good wins, some good seasons coming up here.
Jay, would you say message to the donors?
Yeah, just thank you. I mean, it takes a lot of the weight off of us, and we can just focus on what we have at hand, and it just makes it easier.
How hard is it going to be? Any of you guys, Taj, I'll ask you, how hard is it going to be waiting now? You've seen this. Now we got to wait. After the Oklahoma game, we'll start demolition, right? But what's that wait going to be like?
Every time I'm walking to the office, I'm going to look and just be like, it's building, it's almost there, it's almost there. Just thinking in my head, just saying, like, it's almost there. I'm almost in that new facility just so I can become a better teammate, and just have fun with the guys and stuff like that. So. All
right, so thank you guys again. Henry Cheater, Taj Brooks, Jacob Rodriguez, thanks for being with us. Thanks to all of you. It's exciting times here at Texas Tech. We'll come back and wrap up after this.
Red Raider Nation, this is your head football coach, Joey Mcguire, and I need you to get your Texas Tech football season tickets so that we can make Jones AT&T Stadium the loudest, hardest-hitting, most intimidating place to play in the country. Season tickets start at just $195. To purchase your season tickets, visit texastech.com or call 806-742-TECH. It's Red Raider football, baby. Let's go!
All right, welcome back. It's been an exciting night so far. We just talked to some of us players. We're now joined by head coach Joey Mcguire. Coach, we look at guys like Taj and Henry and Jacob, really the kind of guys you can build a program around.
No doubt, man. Those guys coming through the spring and going through everything that we asked them to go through, they really, I mean, I can say this. I mean, it's kind of one of those deals where it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. It was easy for them to say and do. They are the brand. Like those three guys, and they come to work every single day. They compete their tails off. They're tough guys, and I think you're going to see that this fall out of those guys. They're going to be, they're three of our leaders. Two of them, Teeter and Taj, are both on our leadership council, and so I'm really excited about what they're doing.
You're always fired up, but
yeah.
How fired up are you right now with what we're talking about tonight and the season coming up?
Man, this is incredible. I mean, first of all, what we're talking about tonight is a game changer. Not only, a lot of people like this is a game changer conference-wise. No, right. This is nationally a game changer. I've been to a lot of places and seen a lot of different facilities, and we have an opportunity to be as good or better than anybody in the nation. And so I'm really excited about that. And then we're getting closer and closer to kickoff, and, can't wait. I mean, I know we've got a month of camp and getting ready for that first game, but man, I can't wait.
Hey, we've already seen with Kirby a couple of the shots, one looking directly at it's the one behind us right now, one of the walkway that connects to buildings. I want to get your thoughts on those, but let's talk about, we're looking now at the football training facility, right. Dustin Arwamble football training facility, and we announced that back in the fall. How important is that? We talked to the guys about, man, they spend so much time in that building.
Right. Well, the thing that building is really, it is centered around the athlete. I mean, whenever you go through, it's the equipment room, it's the player locker room, there's going to be a player lounge, there's going to be a Red Raider experience as you come in. I mean, whenever you walk into that building, it's going to be just absolutely mind-blowing as far as what, you're going to feel what it's like to be a Red Raider. And then you turn around, the weight room, the training room, the state-of-the-art things that we're going to be able to do in there. But one of the biggest things whenever we talked to that building was, how can we make our guys the best version of themselves whenever it comes to, nutrition. We already have the cash, such a great facility over there. But then turning around from recovery to rehab to just mental health, just that space that they have to do that. And I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. And it's going to be a space to where they want to come into. They're not ready to leave. And the more they're in the building and the more they're around each other, the better team we're going to be.
And as we look at the change of plans, we talked with Kirby about that. Right. It makes a lot of sense, right, to do this all at once, get that south end zone done. It really ties in nicely.
It does, and it's the least amount of movement. I think one thing that we are learning through the baseball facility and with Coach Tadlock of how he wanted to do things, it was the least amount of interruption, and it kept the players really engaged on a daily basis. And I think this is going to be able to tie them in together, is going to be able to do the same thing for us.
And as we look at this last shot, this is the last shot we'll show tonight, the overhead, it shows what the south end zone looks like. You get the practice fields, you got the indoor. Man, it's good. That's some good stuff.
All right. Well, whenever I talk, first of all, just the architecture alone, just the, who we are as Texas Tech, and it will tie into every building, of course, on campus, the way it's designed and the way they look. But you have a chance to be really unique where you have everything tied into 4 fields, easy access from the indoor to the practice fields to the game field, and really that's all one complex. And I think it's going to be really unique. It's going to be it's going to be a great addition to the stadium. We already have a very loud stadium, but I think this is going to be a game changer whenever it comes to game day and that experience. So really excited about that.
And as we look at that photo, you forget too. I mean, there's the indoor facilities. That's pretty nice and new itself.
No doubt.
And now it's the old cornerstone over there now.
No doubt. And it's going to connect.
Right.
That's the one thing. I mean, it's an easy walk and everything like that, but this is truly going to connect everything. When it comes to football, the student athlete, it's going to connect everything together.
Hey, the thing that I've learned about you since you've been here is, man, it seems like you've been here forever.
I know. It's crazy.
It is crazy. You're just so genuine at building relationships, and you know so many people already. How important and vital is that to A, why you came here, and B, what's happening right now? Because you can just feel this energy around the program, and a lot of it has to do with you. And a lot of it has to do with the relationships that we have with these big donors, but all of our fans.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the passion that our fan base has. It's easy to buy in and jump in, not dip your toe in, but jump all the way in whenever you're around the fans and the alumni because they're so passionate. So that I'm always fired up, but it fires me up even more to be a part of it. And then our team, I've said this a bunch, but I knew they would buy in. I just didn't know the buy-in was going to be this quick. I mean, our locker room is extremely healthy. We're going in the right direction, and we're really excited. And this just shows again, that Texas Tech is we're in it for the right reasons, of course, for the student athletes, but we're in it for the long haul, and we're going to do big things.
And we've had some big donors step up, but it's important for everyone, right? Anyone can make a difference. Join the Red Raider Club, buy your tickets, all those things you can do.
No, that's huge. I mean, being a part of this and not just being the having our backs with the voices in the stands, but also having our backs through the Red Raider Club, through ticket sales. I mean, you and I both have experienced. It's brand new to me, but experienced what it's like to go to a basketball game.
Right.
That's 15,000. I mean, whenever you've got 60,000 plus fired up Red Raiders, there's no way the Jones should not be the best place to play and the toughest place to play for our opponents. And so I think it's really important that everybody understands everything that they do only helps us do what we're going to do on Saturday.
All right, Big 12 Media Days this week. It's on, right? Here we go, right?
Ready to go,
it's
man.
Time to,
Ready to go.
Season's getting close. This is exciting. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Joey Mcguire. We'll come back and wrap this up right after this.
We've seen the energy, we've seen the enthusiasm. It's time to take it a step further. It's time to turn up the volume, and this Red Raider Nation is ready to do that.
All my life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken.
And a new era has been born here in Lubbock.
If you look at what they've done at home this season, they have not lost, and that city has bought into it.
But this shit doesn't happen anywhere else. Not Duke. Not Kentucky.
Three from McCullough.
Nowhere else do you see that.
Gray pulls up. Texas Tech wins in Austin.
Jace Young hit it a mile. That ball is long, long gone.
I feel it coming now. It's too late to shut it down. Over the mountain now. Burning the valley down.
We will compete on and off the field. We're going to be great student athletes.
Banner on the inside. That's straight down Broadway. Brooke Cannis.
Red Raider Club members, we need you to dig deep and support Texas Tech student athletes. Not a member? Why not? Let's go!
Thank you again for joining us on what is a historic night here at Texas Tech Athletics. We're so excited about what's to happen. We are breaking ground in November, but don't forget, if you're not a member of the Red Raider Club, we need you. This football project is on top of our Red Raider Club annual fund, which is really vital to our success. It pays for our scholarships, our nutrition, all the other things that make our student athletes successful. So please join the Red Raider Club today. And remember, you got to be excited. You heard from Coach Mcguire. Get your season tickets. If you don't have them yet, what are you waiting on? So much to be excited about here at Texas Tech. This thing is really rolling. So many people excited. So many people have brought us to where we are today. Are you with us? Thank you for what you do. Wreck 'em.
I am so grateful for this team, and I cannot wait to meet each and every one of you and build a genuine relationship. I believe that that is the foundation of every great football team. I know we have to have talent, and I know we do. But we're going to build a love for each other. If you can bring talent and a genuine relationship and a love for each other, then special things can happen. I don't take this head coaching job because I thought I had to. I took the head coaching job at Texas Tech because I get to go to a place I've always wanted to go. And I get to be a part of building something special at Texas Tech University. Now it's time to get to work.